Good day and welcome to this edition of the Mail and Guardian Hangout, where we take you behind the stories making headlines. Today, Bungane, the Mail and Guardian Centre for Investigative Journalism, revealed details from Public Protector Thuli Madonsela's long-awaited provisional report into the funding of President Jacob Zuma's homestead in Nkandla. It seems that Madonsela has, in the provisional report, directed Zuma to repay the state and explain himself to Parliament. Can you explain to us how she seemed to arrive at that decision?
It's very clear that there are quite a number of structures and other improvements that were built at Nkandla that have very little or nothing to do with security. And I think it was a simple matter to say that these things cannot require public money to be spent under the rubric of protecting the president.
Let's go to some of the reader questions we've gotten from Twitter. Someone called Nick Erickson has echoed a common question from our readers. He said, could President Zuma be impeached over this? What is the procedure? Other people asking, could we follow what happened with Mbeki, with him being recalled by the party? Now, this is more of a political question, but do you guys have any thoughts on this, on possible processes following what you have revealed?
The DA has put out a statement in which it talks of what would essentially be impeachment procedures being instituted or argued for by it. I don't expect that will happen, and I'm not in a position here to argue about it. Our role is really to expose, not to determine outcomes or to argue for any particular outcome.
The publication of these details will no doubt cause an uproar with the security cluster, who seem to have been intent on blocking the report's release. Why the decision to publish these details and not wait for the publication of the final report?
We sat down with our lawyers, we considered the issues, we came to the conclusion that there is overwhelming public interest in publication. And this public interest includes the possibility that Thuli Madonsela will be prevented from publishing what she needs to publish ultimately. There's been an attempted interdict. There have been further attempts, threats after that attempted interdict that she might still face further court action. Also, this comes against the backdrop of months, if not more than a year, of attempts by the state in general to block the release of information on Nkandla.
Did you consider any legislation you might potentially be breaching before publishing? Have we broken any laws by publishing these details?
We looked at it, and the Public Protector Act does refer to, does say it is criminal to publish documents from the Public Protector's office during an investigation, and without her permission. Now, my reading of that, and that reading is confirmed by Pierre de Vos, tweeting about it just now. He's a top constitutional law expert. He says that, well, that's clearly the intention is not to be referring to interim reports. The document is not is a different kind of thing. What it really is intended to stop is if, she has great powers. If she sends her investigators to subpoena documents, to even do a raid, which she may do should she want to, it's the same as a police investigation. It wouldn't be right to left, right, and center go take information from a police docket and bring that to the public. There's no problem in my mind if you were to take the charge sheet once the charge sheet has been drawn up and release that to the public. In fact, that is what's done.
A very interesting thing for me out of all of this is how much your article has contradicted what Zuma has said in Parliament. He was quite adamant when accounting to Parliament that he had paid for much of this. He and his family, he said, had paid for much of this. This contradicts what we see right now in this leaked report. What do you guys make of that? Are there going to be any repercussions?
This is a repercussion that Thuli Madonsela provisionally sees, is that Parliament holds him to account, not for the over-expenditure, i.e. he was not a good guardian of the nation's money, but for misleading Parliament.
Yeah.
She wants that provisionally. Of course he's going to argue, no, but my words actually meant this and that and that. Mm-hmm. But he's been consistent, no private gain, and I think it's very clear once you look at what she finds, the documents that we have, the evidence that's there for all to see, that there was private gain.